According to the Weight Control Information Network's website, 68% of Americans are overweight, and 33% are obese. The fact is, America is fat, and getting fatter, but take a look at any TV show, magazine, or website, and you'd think that America was obsessed with losing weight and healthy habits. So what's the problem? The thing is, in today's society, being healthy is difficult, and Americans are not equipped with the knowledge to be healthy. Now, some of you may be thinking, I don't exactly look like the ideal fit and trim American athlete, but when I graduated high school, I was 260 pounds. I've lost over 40 pounds since then. Weight loss is something that I've struggled with and have educated myself on. So for those other Americans who would like to lose some weight, I will start by explaining how to easily manage your diet and incorporate exercise into your daily life. The #1 rule for dieting: don't diet. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, dieting can limit nutritional intake, can be unhealthy, and tends to fail in the long run. I can attest to this personally. It seems the stricter diet I went on, the faster I bounced back afterwards with my weight. Denying yourself isn't healthy, and sometimes the repercussions can be splurging and rapid weight gain. Losing weight should be a lifestyle change. You should be in it for the long run. This might involve a series of short-term goals, but you want to live to a healthy, ripe age. One easy skill to manage your weight is to count calories. That sounds like it might be time-consuming and a lot of trouble, but I've done it myself and it's really simple. You can go on almost any internet website and look up how many calories you should take for your body, for your age and body type. If you subtract just 500 calories per day, you can lose 2 to 3 pounds a week, which is ideal. Studies show that people who lose weight slowly are more likely to keep it off. Another important rule is to not abstain. Don't keep yourself from having all your favorite unhealthy, delicious foods. Just balance it out. Eat in moderation. Spend longer amounts of time going without them. They'll taste that much better when you finally get to them. You can also find lower calorie versions of those foods. I myself really prefer the baked onion rings that I discovered as opposed to the classic deep fried onion rings. When it comes to vegetables, fresh is better. Instead of going for frozen or processed vegetables, go look for some new fresh ones that you've never tried before. Variety is important. Living off lettuce and carrots can get boring and make you easily tire of vegetables. So experiment. Find something you've never eaten before. The same goes for carbohydrates. Always go for whole grains and explore. Go look up millet, barley, or quinoa. I bet you haven't heard of at least 2 of those. Fat should not be completely wiped out of your diet. Low-fat diets have been classic for as long as anyone can remember, but fat's an important part of your daily nutritional intake. 33% of calories should come from fat per day. And when you are looking for the right fats to eat, usually if a fat is solid at room temperature, it doesn't have much nutritional value. Go for liquid fats that come from plants. When looking for proteins, go for lean meats like poultry. Red meat isn't necessarily bad, but often contains high levels of fat. Nuts are also a very good source of protein. They're known for being fatty, but if eaten in low doses, they can really help curb an appetite. Many people might tell you to stay away from dairy, but calcium-rich dairy products are essential for your diet. Look for low-fat or no-fat yogurt, cottage cheese, and milk. And finally, America, drink your coffee. According to Harvard Medical School's Family Health Guide website, coffee can increase your metabolism rate. Now, when it comes to exercise, many Americans cringe, but it doesn't have to be sweaty and gross and really hard if you don't want it to be. Just 30 minutes a day of moderate aerobic exercise will help you trim those inches off in a pretty nice amount of time. Now, moderate aerobic exercise is defined as the person undertaking the exercise being able to speak but not sing. Start small. Go for a fast walk with a friend. If you feel up to it, try jogging for part of it. Other activities you can try are ballroom dancing, bicycling, playing tennis, even gardening counts as moderate exercise. It's also important to do muscle training. Many people think that only athletes or weightlifters should use muscle training. However, people with more muscle have a higher metabolic rate. It can increase up to 15% depending on your amount of muscle. When training your muscles, you should hit the major areas, including your legs, hips, back, abdominals, chest, shoulders, and arms. You can pretty much do all of this with a set of hand weights, a resistance band, and just some simple exercises you can do using your own body weight as resistance. You could even incorporate these into menial everyday tasks, like shopping. If you bring back your groceries and you have to restock your shelves and refrigerator, you can turn it into an exercise. Say I need to put this on the bottom drawer. You can put your feet shoulder length width apart, squat down, set it in, grab your next can, and go for another squat. Turning an everyday exercise into a meaningful physical exercise. You can also use a resistance band. You can even carry one with you wherever you go. They take up very little room. So if you're in your office and you want a quick exercise, you can just sit down, slip it under your foot, and do some bicep curls. Use the internet as a source where you can find other exercises that you can do at home or on the job. Finally, find a workout buddy. Studies show that people are more likely to exercise with company if it's a fun and social activity. So remember, the most important thing about losing weight is not to think of it as a means to a short end where you can starve yourself for a few weeks and then be fine. It's got to be a long-term lifestyle change. You want to be in it for the long run to extend your life and have a healthy body. Start small and build your way up. And use the internet as a resource. You can find recipes, exercises, and friends online who are also struggling with their weight. Also, the Centers for Disease and Control and Prevention website is an excellent source for health information. So, don't make it a huge struggle to shed pounds fast. Be in it for the long run.